On today's Entertainment Fix, we're deep diving into last night's episode of Peacemaker. Spoiler alert if you're not watching this season. We're talking about the confirmation that we are indeed on Earth X. Or are we? There's a pocket monster-sized clue that might mean it's not the Earth X we've known in the comics. We'll get into that, along with what all of this could mean for the finale and its potential lead-in for the Superman-Lex Luthor team-up movie, Man of Tomorrow. Last night's episode of Peacemaker really hit home that this is indeed a world ruled by Nazis. From the swastika emblazoned flags, copies of Mein Kampf on everyone's desk, and of course, and if you look really closely, the expertly hidden giant mural of Adolf Hitler in the Argus headquarters.
The giant mural of Hitler?
How'd I miss that?
Confirming that, once again, we are indeed on Earth X, and that Christopher Smith is kind of an idiot. But once the credits hit, I couldn't help but shake the feeling that just something was off. You see, when Vigilante meets his Earth X variant, the two question each other with a childlike joy and wonder, the same way anyone would have reacted when meeting their alternate self. And during this line of questioning, this moment happens.
Hey, Ads, his favorite Pokemon is also Infernape.
That's something I don't care about.
Yeah, but what are the chances?
Something I initially wrote off as a throwaway gag really got under my skin, that this couldn't possibly be the Earth X. But let's put a pin in that for now and talk about the history of Earth X and how it got so twisted. Speaking of alternate dimensions, why not ensure you look good in every reality with the help of the IGN store? As winter fast approaches, why not consider our IGN store exclusive line of Clair Obscur Expedition 33 merchandise that includes several styles of hoodies. Or, if you want to rock something on the shorter sleeve side of things, check out our t-shirts. I'm a fan of that Lune Eye t-shirt. To cop that or whatever else your heart desires, head on over to store.ign.com. I like to think that in every theoretical dimension, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is still that dimension's Nick Lamone's Game of the Year for 2025. But let's round out the history of Earth X. Earth X was created by writer Len Wein and artist Dick Dillon in 1973's Justice League of America number 107. Its introduction came during a time when DC stories were focused on exploring the multiverse concept and establishing new worlds alongside Earth 1 and Earth 2, home of the Golden Age Justice Society. But how did the Nazis manage to take over America on Earth X? Those of you with the slightest bit of history knowledge probably have an inkling of where things took a turn for the worse, but for those of you still thinking, I'll give you a moment. Can you guess the turning point that led them to this dark fate? Time's up, pencils down. The answer is World War II, and the inciting incident? The even more premature death of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The alternate reality FDR died a year earlier than the IRL president who died toward the end of World War II. That myocardial infarction butterfly affected the Allied war effort, resulting in a stalemate where both sides of the war successfully developed atomic weapons simultaneously. Mad times indeed. The prospect of mutually assured destruction prolonged World War II into the late 1960s until finally, Hitler subdued the rest of the world through the power of mind control. Hitler then used that mind control technology to betray their fellow Axis nation, Japan, and subjugate them as well. Pockets of resistance fighters immune to mind control sprouted up and formed the Freedom Fighters, spearheaded by a patriotic super soldier named Uncle Sam. Together, the Freedom Fighters fight tirelessly to keep the American dream alive in a world where the America of old was long gone. Earth X went on to make several appearances in DC Comics over the years, including in New Teen Titans and All-Star Squadron, but was ultimately obliterated thanks to 1985's Crisis on Infinite Earths. Turns out that when you start making a ton of alternate dimensions, it tends to complicate lore, making it hard to lure in new fans. So, DC used the Crisis to streamline its continuity by destroying the multiverse and merging Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 4, and Earth S. But that is not dead, which can eternal lie. Earth X and the multiverse inevitably came back, albeit in different forms. DC restored the multiverse in a limited form with 2006's Infinite Crisis. At this point, there were 52 alternate worlds in the multiverse, and Earth 10 offered a new take on a DCU overrun by Nazis. And I'm just now realizing that Earth X equals Earth 10 because the Roman numeral 10, pretty sneaky, sis. But on Earth 10, Superman's pod crash-landed in Czechoslovakia, resulting in him being raised to become Overman, the ultimate Aryan soldier. The Overman reluctantly leads the Nazis and a super team called the New Reichsmen to usher in peace through forced unity, but is ultimately ashamed of the brutal methods deployed to achieve that peace. And if you're looking to a more recent past, back in 2018, DC returned to the Earth X setting in the Freedom Fighter series. So what does this have to do with the Pokémon of it all? If the Nazis betrayed Japan and took over the world, Japan would also be in the labor camps along with the other people of color, meaning there's no way Pokémon would be created. The creators of Pokémon, or for that matter manga and even anime, would have ever had the walk of life they enjoyed in our reality that led to their creation under a Nazi regime. This can't be a one-to-one of the Earth X we know in the comics, just a slightly different version of it. And yes, I know that I'm being ridiculous and pointing out small things, but honestly, I think these are the things James Gunn thinks about when he's scripting out all of this. Peacemaker is loaded with subtleties that point to a complete absence of people of color and celebrate their contributions to their world. Take this bit from Vigilante in Season 1, for example.
Let's each say something that we're grateful for that black people have contributed to American culture.
Is this dude joking right now?
No.
Or notice how in this most recent episode, Larry Fitzgibbon makes a return, but this time without his partner Sophie Song. Or just the complete lack of people of color during the episode Another Rick Up My Sleeve. The point I'm getting at is that all of these things are thoughtfully constructed. They're strategically placed clues that Gunn lays out in his world building, and are not there by accident. These details matter. So I choose to believe that there's no way he'd put Pokemon in there without thinking through the fact that in a world ruled by Nazis, something as awesome as Pokemon would not exist. Case in point, Earth X with an asterisk. Then again, this is a world still ruled by Nazis, so whatever, it still sucks. So what exactly does this all mean for the finale of Peacemaker and the upcoming film Man of Tomorrow? Now, please be warned, this is pure speculation territory, so you've been warned. The teaser for the Season 2 finale of Peacemaker shows Argus opening up doors to alternate dimensions. But why? What is Rick Flag Sr. looking for? I don't think it'd be something cheesy like looking to bring his son back to life. Following the events of Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2, I think he's looking for a one-stop solution for dealing with that pesky metahuman threat. But what could it be? Is it Brainiac? Is it something else that we're not even thinking of? Anyway, James Gunn has already said that the finale of Peacemaker Season 2 directly sets up the events of Man of Tomorrow. So what is terrifying enough to force Lex Luthor to team up with Superman? Let us know in the comments if you think you have an idea. And if you're looking for a way to pass the time until the Season 2 finale of Peacemaker, why not play games and support a great cause all at once? Head over to humblebundle.com. From now through October 7th, grab 8 incredible games for just $14.99, including WWE 2K25, Destiny 2 Legacy Collection 2025, The Plucky Squire, and Return to Monkey Island. Every purchase supports Team Rubicon, a veteran-led humanitarian organization that unites military veterans, first responders, and civilians to deliver aid where it's needed most. By joining in, you're not just building your library, you're helping communities recover and rebuild. And don't miss this bonus deal. Use the coupon code SCP2510 to get 1 month of choice for only $10. And that does it for your entertainment fix. If you're hungry for more Peacemaker, check out our upcoming review of Season 2, and for more on all things everything else, stay tuned to IGN.